Chris, we're back here on the Boss Man Show with a special Atlanta tie-in with Chris Ivy, the president and founder of Heritage Sports, one of the biggest online sports auction video companies in the world here. Chris is with me via my man Paul Jones here. Chris, how you doing, brother? How's things over there for you, man?
Oh, things are keeping busy here. We got a lot of great material putting these auctions together, and now we're promoting it and bringing bidders in from around the world. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, Chris, let me ask you this, man. How do you all get all the memorabilia that you get? Because it's always a thing how you get these game worn uniforms of Hank Aaron and Magic Johnson. So, what's the process to getting these items to be able to verify them first of all as authentic, then put them on auction for people to actually buy and have for their own collections?
That's a great question. So, one of the main things that me and my team do every day is appraise items. So, some of it comes from people that just may come across something at a garage sale or a thrift shop, or they may have something in their family's, attic that their grandfather collected. And so, they just look at it and go, oh, this is an old sports item. Maybe it has some value. So they Google us on up and they send us, an inquiry with some images. And so we spend a lot of time, providing appraised values for items like that. And then we are also contacted by, former athletes and families, and we do formal appraisals for larger collections, so people can make sure that they've got current values for it and the materials insured properly. So a lot of people contact us like that. And obviously, if it's high-end stuff that we think our clients will like, we let them know of our services for putting that material at auction. And then we just work, once it's consigned to auction, we work to promote it accurately for our bidders and to market it so we can get the highest prices by bringing in bidders from around the world.
And what's cool is you actually have a Hank Aaron jersey when he had 3,000 hits with the Atlanta Braves here. So how'd you come across that, Chris, man? And that's a great Atlanta. Texas. Hank Aaron's known very well here, very respected here. Unfortunately, he passed away earlier this year. But having a memorabilia of Hank Aaron, a legend of across the world here, across baseball, how'd you all kind of come across that great piece of memorabilia right there, man?
So this is a cool piece because this actually came from a collector that bought it out of an auction about 15 years ago. At the time, I think he only paid about $30,000 to $35,000 for it. I say only, I say only in comparison to what it's going to sell for in 9 days. Because, at the time he bought it as a 1970 Hank Aaron game worn jersey. And that's exactly what it is. But one of the things that's kind of evolved with this business and with authentication is now we have the ability to do photo matching, because there's enough online databases and videos where we can have a third-party expert review the item, and based on the patterns of the fabric and the stitching that's done on the jersey, they can say this is the exact jersey that Hank Aaron is wearing in this photo. And so what they did was they were able to photo match this jersey, this 1970 jersey, to the game where Hank Aaron hit his 3,000th career hit, which for baseball fans, as you know, is a huge milestone. And obviously, one of Aaron's great milestones. So this is the jersey that was on Hank's back when he hit his 3,000th hit. And as such, I think our estimate for it at auction is 200,000 plus. It's already surpassed that, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this hit 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 when it's all said and done, because it is one of the most significant jerseys from Hammer and Hank's career.
Chris, when I hear 1970, I'm thinking about I wasn't even born yet, man. That's what I hear.
You and me both. Yeah, you and me both.
I'm an 80s baby.
Yeah, that's cool about some of this stuff, though, right? I mean, that's what I love about sports collectibles. My love for it. When I was a kid, I was collecting guys like, Don Mattingly and Jose Canseco and Darryl Strawberry. But by collecting those guys in the 80s, it kind of got my passion started for learning about the history of the game. So then you learn about Hank Aaron, Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, Satchel Paige, and so on and so forth. So that's what I love about collecting this material.
Yeah, so, Chris, it's funny for me. I went to Tennessee State in Nashville. Hank Aaron's daughter went to Fisk in Nashville. I got to cover the Atlanta Braves, so I got to meet him a few times. And growing up in Atlanta, that's the first team I knew was the Braves because of the Superstation, TBS. So it's like, for me, it's like, wow, because I got to meet him later in life, but just seeing his Game 1 jersey, 1974, I was even born, and knowing what he's meant to the city of Atlanta and the whole nation across the globe for us, they did in baseball, it's like, wow. Knowing that you had something like this is also so cool to realize how that Georgia tie comes in. That, hey, this once again shows how great this man was, right? Who was right here in our own backyard here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, one of the greats of all time, no doubt about it.
Now, man, just before I ask you about something, do you have any like Atlanta Hawks stuff that like maybe from Dominique Wilkins or old school Atlanta Hawks stuff? Because I know Hawks used to be in St. Louis as well, and with Lou Hudson and those guys. Pete Maravich was a Hawk for a little while, briefly there. So I was interested to hear about your Hawks collection as well.
We don't have anything Atlanta Hawks in the current auction, but we have sold some great material. We sold a 1970s, Pete Maravich Atlanta Hawks jersey. A couple of those. So yeah, some wonderful material. Spud Webb's game worn jersey from 1988 Atlanta Hawks, really cool item from our era, probably. There's some neat Hawks material that certainly come through.
Chris, let me ask you, it's gonna be full of fun with you, man. What is your favorite Atlanta Hawk jersey? Me personally, it's the Pac-Man. It's because what I grew up on was the old Pac-Man jersey with Dominique Wilkins. But what's your favorite Atlanta Hawks set of jerseys, man?
I'm going to piggyback on that. I mean, Dominique Wilkins was just what he could do in the air in a dunk was amazing. I mean, him and Jordan were 1 and 1A as far as, and a lot of people think that if the was it the 88 slam dunk championship? If that wasn't in Chicago, a lot of people think Dominique would have won that. Jordan got he got a little bit. I know that's sacrilege to a lot of fans because Jordan's the GOAT, but yeah, a lot of people say Dominique had better dunks that day.
And let know what's your favorite Falcons set? I'll be honest, mine is the older set in the early 1990s with Jeff George and those guys and Jerry Glanville. And I'm not a fan of the upgraded Falcons uniforms for after they changed over. I'm not a fan of those. I prefer the ones I kind of a young toddler kid. Those right there, Fulton County Stadium. Not the newer accounts are not my favorite at all, man.
The Falcons are I think back to 1989 with Deion Sanders and Primetime coming to town. Those all black unis that they would wear. Great look for them.
Yeah, Chris, it's funny seeing how City of Atlanta's changed. I remember having to I wasn't the most richest kid in the world, man. I had to get by how I got by. Sticking into the Omni to see the Hawks play as a kid, know how to sneak in the Omni, to see the Hawks play in the Omni, or sticking in Fulton County to watch the Braves play before they tore it down and do the Olympics. So just knowing how cool it is, the Hawks, the Falcons and the Braves share that stadium at one time together over there where Georgia State plays at now, and seeing what we have. So for me, I feel like being born when I was born, I was able to catch a little bit of the old Atlanta sports scene before it is today. So I kind of knew what it used to be. Like when the Georgia Dome got tore down, it was built in 92. Like, everything was wrong with it. I've just been there my whole life, but here we got the Benz now. So it's like, so seeing how it's grown just in my time here on this earth is like, wow. I got a little glimpse of how it used to be. Now I see how it is today.
Yeah, absolutely. And that new stadium, that new football stadium is amazing. I haven't been there yet.
You'll enjoy it, Chris. Trust me, you will enjoy it. It's grown on me. I'm old school. I love the dome, but it's nice, man. It's very, very nice. And you also have a Magic Johnson jersey. He was a rookie as well, man. Tell us about that, because I know Magic was balling really good in his first year in the league. Tell us about that jersey, man, and how you got that one.
So that's right. This is the cover lot of the auction, and this isn't just a Magic Johnson jersey, but it's probably one of the best jerseys that's ever been made available publicly from the NBA. So this jersey's photo matched to Game 6 of the 1980 NBA Finals, and so if you recall, that was Kareem was hurt, and Magic Johnson, as a rookie, ended up playing all 5 positions. I think he scored 43 points, 13 rebounds, just an amazing stat line. Probably the best Game 6 since and up until Giannis just did it with his 50-point Game 6 clincher. I think Magic as a rookie still probably takes the cake. But this is the jersey he was wearing in that game. Again, it's photo match, just like the Hank Aaron jersey. So the mesh holes on the jersey line up with the images from Magic during that game, and even line up from the locker room where he's getting champagne poured on him with owner Jerry Buss. So it's a very cool piece. Our estimate on it's $1 million plus. We'll see where it ends up. Not only did he wear it in 1980, but it had to be Magic's lucky shirt, because we also photo matched it to 1984 and the 1984 finals versus the Boston Celtics. Now, the Lakers they didn't win that finals in '84, and I suppose Magic may have retired his lucky jersey because we didn't see him. We weren't able to match it to any games after that point.
Nice, yeah, that's gonna be part of that summer platinum auction you have going. Tell us about that, the Blazing Summer Platinum Auction. I love the name. Give them I'm a radio guy. I love commercials. The Blazing Summer Platinum Auction. I love it, Chris. Tell us more about that, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's our Platinum Night Sports Auction. We do 2 Platinum Nights a year, and they're for the creme de la creme, the best material in the world, sports collectibles in the world. So this is our Summer Platinum Night. It's open for bidding online right now at ha.com. So you can go to HA for Heritage Auctions and click on the sports tab, and you can go through all these wonderful items. Bidding's happening right now, but it all culminates on in about 10 days, August 21st and 22nd. And if you've already placed a bid on an item, then you can participate in that extended bid period on those 2 nights. And go look at all these wonderful items, and you can ask us any questions ahead of time, and we're glad to work with any clients that have an interest.
Now, Chris, I'm asking you, man, for you personally, when did you feel like this is your passion, man? So you want to get into this business? Because I feel like, this is so cool. I'm just amazed you get all this cool stuff. So for you, when was that point in your head to say, hey, that's what I want to do. I want to form a company, Heritage Sports, do this for my career and impact and get collectibles on sports history in my organization here and auction it out to the people to have. So tell me, when did you kind of get that bug to say, hey, this is my life's path?
I've loved this stuff since I was a kid. My father was in the coin business, so I would go to coin shows with him. And I had no interest in coins or currency growing up, but I would always go to the back of the show, and there would be a couple of sports dealers in the back. So I had fun buying and trading and learning about it. And I was obsessed with sports as a kid, as it sounds like you were too. So we grew up in a great era in the 80s, kind of going to shows and doing that. And I never thought I'd be able to make a career out of it, but when I got out of college in 1998, I was, looking at going into law school, but an opportunity came up where I could go work for a company called SGC, which was a professional grading company. They evaluate and authenticate and grade baseball cards based on their condition, sports cards, I should say. So not just baseball, but I worked there. And then ended up coming to Heritage after that, and started, using Heritage Capital to buy and sell. And then a few years after that, I knew that Heritage had a great infrastructure, already doing auctions in several other categories, that sports would be a natural fit. So I presented them the ownership here with a plan to start doing sports auctions. Our first sports auction was in 2004. We did about $2 million in sales that year, and we've grown every year since then by at least 20%. We've got a great team. I've started with 2 people in the department. Now we're up to 24, and we did over $100 million in auction sales in sports last year, and we're going to surpass $150 million in sports auctions this year. So it's been a fun ride, and I'm lucky to come in every day and be able to play with sports collectibles.
Yes, indeed, man. Like you said, man. Sports has been my life since day one. My dad was a coach, man, so I had no other choice. Yeah, so I feel you. I feel your passion for it as well. Like for me, didn't talk about sports, talking to people about the game, and it's just fun for me. This is my passion. I love it, man. This is not work to me. This is fun. Like, if you don't get tired of interviews, no, it's fun. Talking to people about different stuff about sports every day, man. That's a dude's dream, man. How does it work? This is fun.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Well, Chris, thank you for your time. This was very fun, man. I look forward to seeing what you all these items sell for. And if you ever come on the show again, let me know. And I love to have you on the show, man. It was fun. We can talk about anything you want sports wise or whatever, man. I'm happy to have you on anytime you like, buddy.
Wonderful. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Have a good one, buddy. You be safe, man.
All right. You too. Take care.
All right, bye now.